In the heart of West Africa, a revolution is quietly unfolding. A young soldier in his 30s, Ibrahim Traoré, has taken control of Burkina Faso, defied France, and embraced African independence and declared war on neocolonialism. But his rise isn't just shaking Africa, it's sending shockwaves through Europe and the West. Because Traoré isn't just fighting terrorism, he's challenging the entire world order. Born in 1988, Traoré grew up in a country still healing from colonial scars. He studied geology, then joined the military, and quickly gained a reputation for discipline, intelligence, and loyalty among his men. In 2022, while most leaders were busy managing diplomacy, Traoré staged a coup. He overthrew another soldier who promised change, but failed to deliver it. Traoré claimed power, but not for fame, but for survival. Survival for his country and for his people. He declared war on foreign independence, especially from France, the former colonial power. Within weeks, Traoré made headlines. He expelled French troops, closed military bases, tore up old defense agreements, and asked France to take its ambassador and leave. This wasn't politics, it was a full-scale break from the West and a grip on Burkina Faso. And while France looked on in disbelief, Traoré turned to the east. He welcomed support from Russia. He also started reclaiming control of the country's gold and natural resources, industries long dominated by foreign corporations. To the west, it was chaos. To many Africans, it was justice. Traoré isn't just a president, he's a symbol. Across Africa, he's being called the new Thomas Sankara, a revolutionary icon who ruled Burkina Faso in the 1980s before being assassinated. Like Sankara, Traoré speaks to the youth. He wears military fatigues, not suits, visits villages, and listens to his people, and condemns foreign powers on national TV. He calls for African unity, not just in spirit, but in action. In one speech, he asked, "How can a continent with everything still be poor?" That line went viral. Traoré gave the people a voice. The West calls it instability, but many Africans call it freedom. Traoré is challenging not just military ties, but the entire post-colonial system. IMF loans, foreign aid strings, military interventions masked as peacekeeping, he's rejecting all of it. And that scares global powers, who've long relied on African compliance. Media headlines label him dangerous, but on the streets, he's celebrated, because they've seen what stability under foreign control has done, and they're ready for something new. To the West, Traoré is unpredictable. To Africans, he's finally speaking their truth. If Traoré succeeds, he won't just be changing Burkina Faso, he'll be inspiring a generation of African leaders to stand up, take back control, and reject neocolonialism. Already we see alliances forming. Mali and Niger following similar paths, and Guyana is exploring its own anti-West stance. Russia and Chinese partnerships are rising. What we're witnessing is the beginning of a multipolar Africa, not just one that blindly follows east or the west, but one that chooses its own path. And while critics warn of instability, many citizens believe the chaos is worth it, because for the first time in decades, they feel ownership of their future. But here's the danger. Every African leader who stood up like this, for example, Gaddafi, has either been assassinated or overthrown, and Traoré knows it. He often speaks of Sankara's fate. His anti-West stance put him in the crosshairs, politically and physically. But inside of Burkina Faso, coups and sabotage remain threats. The people love him, but will that be enough? Ibrahim Traoré isn't just making headlines, he's making history. The West fears him not because of what he's done, but because of what he represents. A young, bold African leader who can't be bought. A future where Africa finally writes its own story. And a reminder that the age of submission might finally be over.